Saturday, Idaho State will return home to take on Oral Roberts in their home portion. There's Caleb Stewart right off the start. That's a good sign.
Really nice job.
A lot of new faces on this Idaho State team. They brought in 12 new guys. One of 27 programs in the entire country that have that much turnover. Maybe a bit of the Evan Otten factor there, just redirecting without blocking a shot. And Kyle's get it inbound here. 15 on the shot clock as Stewart goes back to work. Mid-range jumper rattles it home, and he's in attack mode. Has it poked away by Darling. Got it back, kicks it out to Forte. It's 3 too long, but an offensive rebound pulled in by Jake Brack. Second chance three for Bullock is good. This is the trip at Western Michigan and Southern Indiana. Kyle's went one-on-one on that trip. And now there's a steal by Bullock. Just reached around, took it away from Darling, and throws it down with style. And here is Darling. South Dakota up 7, 12-5. Approaching 15 minutes to play first half. O'Neal inside out to Darling. Spots it up for three and knocks it in. It's Hollenbeck, one extra pass. There's O'Neal. Good look for him. Too long. Hollenbeck the offensive rebound. Now a second chance as Darling gets it inside for Griffin. Daverco with the basketball, guarded by fellow big man Cameron Feds. Now they swing it around. Here's Bergen. Inside it goes O'Neal. Off the window, rattles it in. See the movement defensively here for Idaho State. Boy, they don't waste any time covering things up, but they leave Bruns alone, and that's a mistake as he splashes it home from the corner.
You find your left-handed shooter in the left corner, well done.
South Dakota off to a good shooting start tonight. Now 3 of 5 from deep, but Meza answers on the other end of Connor Burchell, or Max Burchell, excuse me. Dre Bullock with his second triple of this first half.
Nice response by Bullock. Got a technical foul, didn't hang his head, drains a second triple.
Yeah, a couple of those second chance baskets have been from deep. Bullock soaring in, thought better of it. Here's Bruns, sidesteps the defender, left-handed stroke, and it splashes through his second.
Use that little fan dribble well.
5 triples on the board already for South Dakota. Here's O'Neal. A couple of answers from Idaho State. They've really struggled from the perimeter. Both of these teams have.
They were able to completely shade the inbounder and force USD to burn some more clock here.
Bruns, heat check, got it. And here's Darling, guarded by Bullock now. Left-handed drive, shot swatted away there by Fens on the help. Up ahead it goes to Isaac Bruns, and his shot denied by Hollenbeck. And Evan Otten, the big man, number 30, both redshirted last year. And there is Hollenbeck for three. 27-19, Forte going to work on Meza. Good follow there by Ashton Smith. Second try, last touch here, it knocked out of the hands. Bruns couldn't get a clean catch. Now he tries to shake off Brown. Fall away jumper is good. Isaac Bruns came in time for the team lead in scoring off the bench this year.
The proper use of that crossover dribble. Use it very aggressively to create space.
Kyles wanted to travel there, didn't get it. Rebound. Hauled in by Smith again. Idaho State now 6 of 21 from the field. Inside out it goes. Isaac Bruns, no good. Everwine soars in and puts it back.
And what you're seeing right now, you've seen some tired legs by the Bengals, because Everwine was able to come all the way from the three-point line.
Rebound tapped into the hands of Isaac Bruns. He's got some help, but it's poked away by Darling. Nice play defensively there, and he's going to take it all the way in, but it's swatted twice by Ashton Smith.
Look at it as you see Smith in transition. Good job by the big fella of turning and running, understanding he needs to get to the rim.
Hard to see from that angle. Did that make contact with the glass? Forte working on Darling. This is the matchup we were excited to see right here between these two guys. And Otten swats it away again. Forte ends up with a basketball, finds Bullock. Now that should be a goaltend, as that definitely hit the backboard. South Dakota still has the basketball here. It is point guard coming out of that last break. Meza spots up, in and out, no good. Rebound is pulled away by Jake Brack. Everwine stretches the floor, finds Isaac Bruns. Falling away, got it to go. That's a tough shot. 37-22 South Dakota. Damerco swatted away by Feds. And we talked earlier about the rim protection that Otten brings to the floor for Idaho State. Lost the quarterfinal game to Southwest Minnesota State. Now back in his home state. Granted, both of those well away from where he grew up, 5 hours away. And Bruns, that bucket counts. 39-24 South Dakota. 3 minutes to play now in this opening half. South Dakota's led throughout. Mesa shot is swatted by Forte. What hasn't he done tonight? Hollenbeck leaves it for Bergen, his three. Bergen looking to get it inside for Griffin. And it's just taken away by Forte.
That was grand larceny.
Transition three for Isaac Bruns. He's got 11.
This is a team with 15 offensive rebounds per game is Idaho State, and they have come close to surpassing that in the first half.
Nice little up and under as Isaac Bruns saw it. Hollenbeck takes the handoff, and Bergen cannot get around Forte. Here's Mesa now. 15-footer for Griffin is good. Some foul trouble to deal with in that first half. Caleb Stewart was on the bench for an extended run for South Dakota. But how about that to start things off the screen and roll, and a two-handed flush from the word go this season. But Sean, he's really starting to round into form here of late. Another block for Otten. Fens got it back. Rises up from 15 feet off the back iron. Otten the offensive rebound. Hollenbeck tries the three. That won't go. Another board. This time for Griffin, and he puts it back up and through.
And Idaho State continuing to attack the offensive window. That's a dozen offensive rebounds so far.
Catch and shoot three for Bruns. Little contact there that time from Griffin, and the rebound grabbed by Darling. Wants to push the tempo a little bit here.
Nice pass.
Threads one to O'Neal. Shot is blocked by Bruns. O'Neal sticks with it. Otten coming in trying to grab the offensive glass. And now, boy, this is getting out of hand on the old glass if you're South Dakota. If Idaho State getting everything it wants in that category. And a second chance.
Very impressive. We see now why they average 15 offensive boards per ball game.
Forte somehow, with Otten tracking him, gets that up and over the big fella and through. Here's Darling again. 15 on the shot clock. Bergen knocks it through for three. A couple of those on the night for Bergen.
And the placement of that pass was just spot on by Darling.
And now Darling turns defense almost into offense, but they get it anyway there as Bergen follows again. South Dakota started 10-0 in that department. It's been an 11-0 run for Idaho State. Forte calms things down a little bit as he rattles it home for three.
Idaho State has not sniffed cracking the three-point line.
See that pass from Darling that time. Tried to lead Bergen into the shooting motion. Didn't work. Bergen, though, did a good job collecting the basketball. Isaac Bruns had a big first half with 13 points off the bench. His first bucket of this second stanza at over 78% as a team. And Bergen trying to stay hot. This one won't go, and Max Burchill grabs the rebound. Forte trying to shake off O'Neal. Goes right at the big fella Otten and scores right through it.
And Forte put his shoulder right in the chest of the shot blocker.
Good ball movement here. Now Darling with it. Mid-range jumper, knocks it down.
That's a good scouting report. Tried to force him right, but a nice counter there by Darling off the dribble.
Third field goal of the night for him. He's got 9. Forte again, and again he scores inside.
Is USD really any kind of concerted effort into Smith? You just want to kind of play behind him, make sure you have a body on him when the shot goes up.
Good hesitation finish there for Burchill. Draws the contact, and now he'll get a chance at a three-point play. Mesa had a good run in that first half when Darling was on the bench with foul trouble, and a good finish inside off the dribble. 14-point lead for South Dakota. Approaching 11 minutes to play. Bergen spots up, hits a three again. He's got a new season high with 11-point game, 67-56. Meza into the front court now for Idaho State. Bergen wants another, and he's got it. Bullock off the screen and roll. Fens inside out. Good look for Bronze. Rattles it in. Bergen. Boy, that's tough to pull up mid-shot like that, but he manages to keep the possession alive. Into the corner. There he is again. Bergen again.
There with his right hand and then get it into the shooting pocket.
Fens draws the foul, and a chance now for the big fella to get a three-point play.
He's been well coached. He doesn't dribble. If he dribbles, that's a turnover. But he keeps his eye on the rim. You've got the secondary defender. Right now, the primary defender on Stewart. Let's see if they go back to him, try to get to him the ball in that far in this near corner here.
Jaden Brown into the game now for Idaho State. First time we've seen him in this second half. Big bodies going at each other that time.
Put it right into his chest.
9 points now for Cam Fens, who continues his solid play here of late. Hollenbeck for three on the other end. And now Idaho State has a couple of players in double figures.
Productive for the Bengals so far. We mentioned it. 3 double-doubles on the year so far.
Fens puts it back up and through. He's into double figures. We've got 4 Coyotes in double figures now. Fens with 11.
He kind of had Bruns on his heels a little bit and just backed up and knocked down the 3. Oh, man, what a move by Forte. Continues to impress. I mean, he gets Dylan Darling on his hip, and because he was able to get his shoulder by.
Stays 81-70 in favor of South Dakota. Bullock dumps it in, and there is Ashton Smith for the flush.
And a good pass by Bullock. Watch where this pass is. Not too hot, and then you don't put the ball on the floor. If he puts it on the floor, you can have the chance for 2 black jerseys to come in there and knock it away.
10-point ball game, 83-73. Here's Forte. Finds Stewart. Steps over, shoots the 3, and nails it. Bergen's got it back. His pass deflected by Forte. Almost got a 5th steal there. And now O'Neal driving in, up and over Smith, and rolls it through. It feels like this one has been salted away now for South Dakota. Just not enough possessions left for Idaho State, you would think, at this point, with just over a minute to play. O'Neal, though, says not so fast.
They kind of also ground them down in terms of just manpower, because all those substitutions in the first half paid dividends.
Darling, great play off the inbound to get the steal. Converts to the other end. Meza throws it up, and that should do it. And it will. So South Dakota leads wire to wire here in their opening game of this year's Big Sky Summit League Challenge.